And we are live, I think. Yes, there it goes. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Stacy.
Good morning.
I love having co-hosts, and I'm so glad that you're in here with me this morning.
I'm happy to be here.
Well, let's have a beautiful day. And the rooster is still at it.
I don't hear the rooster.
Yeah, I think he might be joining us as a morning co-host right now.
Okay.
We'll have to give him a name.
Yeah. What was the cartoon with the rooster and the chicken?
Oh, shoot, what was it? Come on, people, help us out here. My brain's not working.
Sound like I say, you know,
Something frog leg,
foghorn
and something.
Foghorn Leghorn, I think is it.
Something like that. We have Annie 7 says, love you both. Good morning, Annie. Isabel, Auntie Jean's up and at 'em. And yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's slow getting in here this morning, but come on in. The weather's fine. Stacy and I will be nice. We'll play nice in the neighborhood.
Yeah. We'll be the nice kids on the playground.
Good morning, Deirdre. So if you all are hearing the rooster that we haven't named yet, it sounds like he's right outside my window. I'm staying at a farmhouse. It's a B&B here outside of Sedona, a place called Cornville.
Cornville.
Way out in the boonies. And it is cold this morning. How is your weather there, Stacy?
Sunny and warm.
Oh, give me some.
Come on over.
And Auntie Jean wants to know how the UFO watching was. Great. We had the place all to ourselves. I met up with Liz Williams and her friend Heather that's doing a conference here in Sedona. It's the weirdest thing because we didn't plan this. We just both happened to be here at the same time. So we met up last night and, I had done the UFO watching several times from that spot. So I told them where to meet me and there was nobody else. It was just us. Usually there's a tour out there. There's a lady that does the explains everything, but I've listened to her enough. I knew exactly what to do. And we did actually have some activity. It was a beautiful night. The sky was so clear, and the stars are gorgeous out here.
I bet.
Yeah, there's something about the western sky. It's a lot different than looking at the sky on the East Coast when you're trying to star watch or UFO watch. And it's so expansive. Just beautiful.
I bet.
Okay, we got people. Kathy Hand, good morning. Suzanne's here. Kathy says it's 57 degrees and it's going to 80 today.
Oh, nice.
You. I think it's going to stay in the 50s here. It's kind of cool. Tammy's here. And Julie, yes. Awesome. Oh, let's get started with the heart brain before we go into any more stories. I could tell stories all day long. It's been so awesome to be here in Sedona already.
I want to go.
Yeah, it's definitely a have to. Put it on your bucket list. He's getting louder, so we're gonna have to give him a name, I think. He probably hears me. All right, so let's go into our hearts. Take that deep breath in, do the connection. Listen to the sound of nature. When we connect in with our heart center, we start getting messages when the heart and the brain start talking. So, what is your message this morning? What's your I am that's coming forth? I am happy.
I am sunshine on a cloudy day.
I am so grateful for another day alive and for the experiences of this day.
I am thoughtful and caring.
I am peace.
I am peace.
Thank you, everyone who's coming in. And we had Joanne Castillo join us. Good morning, Joanne.
Good morning.
And Jean says gallo is chicken in Spanish, but it's pronounced gajo. So, okay, we can go with that. Annie says rowdy rooster.
She just took that. Annie, you just stole that right out of my head because I was just getting ready to say rowdy rooster.
Well, then that must be it.
Yeah.
So rowdy outside is not going to stop anytime soon, I don't think.
No.
And it's still dark here because it's like 5 o'clock in the morning. So he's trying to get everybody up.
Come on, everybody.
And Kathy says, I wish I could enjoy the weather, but I'll be at work. I hear my neighbor's rooster and chickens all the time. I grew up with them. You know, it was just one of those background noises that you get used to, that it's just part of life. So I'm sure that's how people here experience it as well, that, you know, he's just part of life.
One of our neighbors we have a new section they're building of the neighborhood, and they have a rooster.
Yeah. Do you hear it?
Only when we're walking past their house because it's like a few blocks down, but I want chickens.
You want chickens?
I want some chickens, and my husband says no.
They've got baby ones. They heard them yesterday. They heard the little peeps, but they haven't seen them yet.
No.
As I was getting here, they were all out excited, trying to find the little chicks. But Mama had hid them pretty well, I think.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, because it's a farm, and so there's all kinds of animals, so they're wanting to keep them safe.
I'll try to read.
Yeah, do you have the comments? We have Rick on YouTube. Good morning, Rick.
Yeah, I can't.
Oksana's on YouTube, and she says, good morning. Chicken in Estonian is kana, and in Russian, it's kuriza.
We're learning new words today.
Yeah, I like that.
Julie Kiss says, I'm happy and healthy and in love with my life.
Ooh, I like that. Deirdre says, I am keeping it slow and steady, sweetie. She must have read my blog from last night. You know, it's so interesting. I was listening to our morning song, It's a Beautiful Day, and I sing along with it every day. I know the words, every word in it. But after writing that blog last night, when the words came out of something about keeps going slow, or it's not rushing, it was like, oh, there's some confirmation about what I wrote in the blog and what the angels had me write. It was like, yeah, slow down. There's no need to rush.
Nope.
No need to get in a hurry. And I think especially where I'm at, I'm here in Sedona. If any of you have ever been to Sedona, you know what I'm talking about. There's a certain point where you don't go anywhere. You just sit, and it's like being in a metropolis where there's so much traffic, but it's just because it gets bottlenecked in that one area. And there are people who come here who don't understand that. And so they think, like in the metropolis, honk your horn or whatever. But people here don't tolerate the horn honking. It's, it's just not something you do here. And when you come here, you don't come here to get in a hurry anyway.
Yeah.
You come to slow down and enjoy the beauty, enjoy the atmosphere and all of just the energy that's here in Sedona. Oh, now we have two.
Oh, he brought a buddy.
His buddy joined him. When I got out of the car yesterday, all the chickens, including two of the roosters, came running up to me. And I had a flashback of when I was a kid. We had a blind rooster, and he was a mean son of a gun.
It can be, I heard.
He would flog you without even thinking. It was like, nope, get away, get away, get away. And so when he came running up to me yesterday, I'm like, oh boy, is it going to be nice? But I just had that flashback. It's like, take that breath in and say, oh, please let it be nice.
Use your magic stick.
Yeah. And he says it's a party of rowdy roosters.
Suzanne says, the rooster reminds me of my childhood. I love hearing it.
Yeah, I do like the sound. I mean, this one of them anyway, sounds a little sick. I was telling Stacy that at the end of his crowing, it's like, "Arr."
He needs a Ricola or another cup of coffee.
Definitely. Oh, we have lots of people jumping in here today. Let's see, Linda's here. Linda, we haven't seen you in a while. I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
She says, surprise.
Happy to see you. How
Yeah.
feeling?
Yeah, I hope you're doing good. And Suzanne is trying YouTube and Facebook today. Cool. Let's see, what else do we have? Hope says, I'm happy you arrived safely and very grateful to have seen our stone. Yes, our brick that we have on the path to peace. I don't know if you all saw the video yesterday. A lot of you came on while it was live. But it was very emotional, Stacy, to be there and to actually see it with my own eyes.
Yeah.
It's just amazing, the energy that's there. It's called a stupa where it's at, and it has this huge, like, I don't even know how tall it is, this big monument that you just walk around and pray. And then they have a Buddha. And that was the picture I used for my blog last night. That was actually a picture I took from there. And there's a little prayer place that's open. You can sit there as long as you want to sit there. And you can put your prayers in. There's a prayer, what do they call it? Prayer circles? No, it's not circle. I don't remember what it's called. But there's like 4 of them that turn. And you can walk around those as well and say your prayers. And people are just so respectful. You know, that's why when I was doing the live, I was trying to be quiet, and there weren't a lot of people around while I was doing that. So I was able to share with you all where I was and what was going on.
That's awesome. I saw the little replay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope many of you get to come out and see this. It's an amazing sight to see all the stone formations, the mountains that are here. The place where our stone is, our brick, is called Thunder Mountain. And I had a beautiful experience. The first time I came there, Kalina Malnar took me to that place, to the stupa. And I was sitting in front of the Buddha, and Kalina and William were with me. And the 3 of us did this spontaneous meditation where we connected in with the mountain. And I'll never forget that experience. It was magical to really go into the energy of the mountain.
That sounds amazing.
It is. I hope you get here someday, Stacy. I know next year I want to do something out west. This year we're doing Vermont in October, but I think next year in 2023 it's going to be someplace out here, out in the western part of the United States.
That sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Oh, Isabel says, I'm grateful for one more day in God's love. I am forgiveness, and I'm happy to listen to the rooster. I felt like back at Grandma's house in my childhood. Miss those sounds of farmland and peace and nature.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like it. It's like this familiar sound. You know, there's some sounds like train horns. I grew up by trains. In Kentucky, we have lots of trains. And so when I hear the train horn in the distance, that's such a familiar sound, and I can just really get into the energy of that as well. So roosters, train horns, what else? Stacy, what triggers something for you from your childhood?
We had trains in Fort Lauderdale, the one off Dixie, where you used to live. So we heard trains. Gosh, I don't know, airplanes. I was a city girl, so
yeah.
Parrots and iguanas and monkeys, all those tropical creatures running around. So can't really. My favorite sound of all time, because we used to come up here to New Smyrna, and plus I was born here and raised here until I was 6 or 7, is being on the beach and hearing the waves, and then hearing the planes fly over, just the smell of the ocean, and that just is my favorite sound. All of them together puts me in an amazing place.
I remember the first time I smelled and saw the ocean. I think I was 16 or 17. And wow, I just fell in love that day. I was like, this is where I'm supposed to be. You know, the ocean just really carries some energy. And I think it has to be from another lifetime, because when I connected in with it, it was like an immediate magnet. It just drew me right into that energy. So I know what you're talking about with that ocean smell and just the feel of it too, don't you think? It's so powerful.
Yes, it's like the ocean waves like stir up a lot of energy and then it spreads
Yeah.
down.
Yeah. It's nonstop. There's no off button.
I saw a bumper sticker the other day. It said if you're at something like to the effect of if you're at the beach and you've got your music turned up loud, you just don't get it.
Oh, right. That happened one day when I was at the beach. I can't remember where, I think it was on Fort Lauderdale Beach. And this guy who had his boombox out there and he's just jamming as loud as that thing would play. And I'm thinking, damn, dude, just shut it off and enjoy the music of the ocean, because it is a natural rhythm that happens with the ocean.
Absolutely, it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love mountains too, though.
Oh, that's my ideal, is have the mountain and the ocean together. And that's what I got in Paso Robles, where I was with Rosalind. The first time she took me there, it was last year when I first met her. And she took me to this magical place called Morro Beach. And you have that. You have the ocean beating up against the mountain. And it's just paradise, just to have both of those energies together.
Yeah, it sounds beautiful. Well, Maine was beautiful when we were there. And
True.
stuff,
Yeah.
seeing the
Mhm.
well, not really waves, but the ocean, the same ocean that's here.
Right, the Atlantic.
And
Yeah.
it's so different,
Mm-hmm.
but still so beautiful.
Yeah. It feels different because you have that extra energy there with the mountains.
Mhm.
And they're two totally different energies. I grew up in the mountains and then I fell in love with the ocean. So they're both like so soothing to me. They're just like that connection with the soul.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Christina's here. Hello, Christina. So good to see you. And Oksana says, yesterday, Jupiter and Neptune conjunct in Pisces. These are the energies of healing and miracles. So let us all live in the energy of miracles and healing every day. Let us breathe in fresh air and enjoy blue sky above our heads. Let us smile more, laugh with friends, family, and strangers. Let us see peace on earth. Let all children on earth be happy, loved, hugged. Let all animals be honored and treated with kindness. Let all nature be admired and revered. Let us all open our hearts and shine our light. Let only love and light and kindness guide our way to oneness. How beautiful, Oksana.
Beautiful.
She's going to be at the retreat. I can't wait. I think we're going to have some poetry nights where we just all sit around and do a spontaneous, whatever comes from our soul. And that's what I feel when she starts talking to us with this beautiful melody that comes forth. Just beautiful. Thank you for sharing, Oksana.
Thank you. Auntie Jean says you get mountains and oceans together in Washington State, especially if you are on the inside in the island paradise. Let me put, I'm
there
trying,
you go.
and I'm like,
yeah, and Annie said she heard the sick sound of the rooster. Maybe he needs a cough drop.
Yeah, I keep hearing the sound in my voice, in my ears going, Ricola.
Suzanne says maybe it's an Arizona dialect.
There you go.
I love that.
Hang in there.
Andrea's here. Yay. And Annie says, I love when you post and share with us as you travel. Absolutely. I bring all of you with me. Every experience I have, you're having it as well. So you have the rooster experience. You have the UFO experience. That was magical. Just magical last night.
Did y'all see any?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you always see UFOs here in Sedona. And So these two ladies that I was with, they had never seen anything before that they knew of. And so they weren't sure what they were looking for. So I took time to share with them, what to look at. And we were wondering if anything was going to happen because we got there just as the sun was setting. So it was still kind of light outside. But as soon as it got dark and we could see the stars, then we could see the activity that was other than stars. And so we were watching and watching and watching, and all of a sudden, right in the middle of Orion, if you know that constellation, there was a movement. And I'm going, oh, here we go. And it wasn't a plane, because with planes, you see the lights that are flashing on them. So this one was moving, and it was pretty big. So it came through. That was the first one we saw. And then they saw at least one more. It was pretty cold, so we didn't stick around a long time. But yeah, we got to see some. It was so cool.
Awesome. I can't wait. Luna and I had an experience. Are you getting ready to read it?
No, go ahead.
It was so strange. So I was standing by my glass door, and Luna was kind of off to the side because, her main goal is to get out the door if we open it. Yeah. And out of the corner of my eye, I caught like this ball of light that flew from the yard underneath the patio, and then I couldn't find it. And Luna even saw it, and she's like kind of jumped towards the door, and we're both looking, and there was nothing there.
Oh.
It was like, like your background, the blurred light just went, and then it was gone. It was not there. And
that's
if it
so
was
cool.
I would have seen it under the chairs. But it was
yeah, and it's cool because you're pretty remote where you are. It's not like you're in the middle of a city.
Yeah.
So I think that's when you see the activities the most. Is when you're out away from all the busyness, that the cities have and that energy. So Sedona is very remote, and especially where I'm at right now. I'm probably 12, 15 miles from the heart of Sedona. And I had to go on a dirt road to get here. So I was telling Stacy this story. I'll tell you all so that you had an experience yesterday riding in the Angel Mobile. So I had my directions, right? I had it pulled up on GPS. And the lady had already told me I have to go on a dirt road for about a mile or so. It was more than a mile. So I'm going on this dirt road and going and going and going. And then there was a creek and no bridge. So I'm thinking, well, this is interesting. I wonder if the Angel Mobile will float.
And vehicle.
Yeah. So I'm just sitting there and I'm trying to get in touch with this lady that owns the place. And she wasn't responding. And next thing I know, this car comes and it pulls up beside of me and stops. And the guy gets out and walks toward the water. And I'm like, well, that's obviously not the person that I was trying to reach. And then a truck comes by, pickup truck, and he just barrels right through the water. But then he had a bit of a difficulty getting up on the other side. And I thought, well, if he had that much difficulty, I can imagine what my little car would have. So I just did a U-E and went back towards Sedona. And I thought, well, I'll just wait for her to contact me, or I'll go to a hotel, or I'll pull off the side of the road like everybody else does. It's really interesting that when you're out here, you just find a place to park and nobody bothers you. It's like, anybody could just pull over and spend the night in any spot at all here in Sedona.
That sounds neat.
I know, right? There's campers everywhere, people in their RVs. Yeah, I can't wait to have my RV. I see Zila is on with us on YouTube. Good morning, Zila.
That'll be fun.
And Rick says the ocean is a timeless place. Yeah, it really is. It's so magical.
Lots of mysteries under there that we haven't even discovered yet.
Oh, I know. Yeah, I don't do diving or anything down in the water, but I love to watch, when they have the explorations and they show it on some of the documentaries. I love that.
Something I was going to ask you, and are we going to do a Kuan Yin card today?
One new card, yes, let's do that. And I think we might have missed saying good morning to some people. Did we say good morning to Jennifer? Jennifer's with us.
Jennifer and Leo's here.
Yay, and Brookie. Oh, hi, Brookie and Catherine Kovacs.
Yes. Oh, we did miss a lot of comments.
I know, right? And Catherine's been thinking about going to the beach. Well, she lives in St. Augustine, so no excuse.
Not too far from me. Andrea, good morning.
And Suzanne says, Blue Jays remind me of living in Florida. Kendall has so many. Every time I hear them in Pennsylvania, it brings back good memories. We have a lot of Blue Jays in Florida.
Mm-hmm. They're so amazing. So behind my house, I have like the little swampy area with the trees, the Florida pine trees and stuff. So yesterday, Josh and I were sitting out back, and all of a sudden this big bird, I don't know what it was, but it came down, and I guess it found a nest. And let me tell you, that mama bird was this small and just chased that thing away, biting at its tail feathers the whole time. Don't mess with my babies.
And those Blue Jays are mean. It can be. I've watched them chase other birds away if they're wanting food.
Absolutely. Oh, Marietta's here.
Hi, Marietta. And Linda says that would be really awesome to see that at a retreat together next year, the UFOs. Yeah, I think we need to do a UFO retreat.
Oh, that would be so much fun.
Yeah. Oksana says Stacy should get silky chickens. I want them as pets too.
Can you talk to my husband, please? Because he keeps saying
Does he say no?
They're so cute. So a friend of mine has a lot of chickens, and I was passing by her house. She lives in Port St. Lucie on 95. And hopped off, and she gave me a couple dozen eggs, and they were blue and green. They looked like Easter eggs. They were so neat. I love it.
Sila, I thought I said good morning to you when I was talking about the RVs. Good morning, good morning. It's 1:30. Well, it's afternoon for her in Ireland. It's 1:30 in the afternoon, and it's raining.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so let's do the Kuan Yin card. Thank you for reminding me, Stacy. And we do have a full house this morning. I love that everybody showed up today. They must have known you were coming, Stacy.
I sent out a notice. That was good.
All right, so we have the Tao. The Tao is always flowing, always nourishing life into creation, always presenting steps and solutions, and always reminding us that we are perfect in this moment. You are being guided to relax and allow life to flow. Feel the joy of release and the wonder of how easy life can be when we let go of fear and control. Yeah, she was listening to us, wasn't she? Talking about just getting into the flow, not rushing, not having to do any have-tos, but just allowing that energy to be beautiful because it is.
Yeah. I think today's going to be a music day for me, because every time we talk about something, I hear a song pop in my head. So remember the song from Alabama, I'm in a Hurry? That song. And
I'm in a hurry to get things done. I rush and rush until life's no fun.
Yep.
I love that line from it.
Yep.
Yeah. And that's what happens, isn't it? That's what happens when we catch ourselves just trying to rush everything. Life's not any fun. We're just so focused on the do instead of the be.
Yes. And I feel like sometimes that's why the months are flying by, because we're so caught up in just everything that we're just not sitting and enjoying the moment. It's just rushing by. I'm going to try to be a little bit more in the moment today. That's my goal, my
Okay.
goal.
Yeah, that was, like I said, that was what the angels addressed yesterday on the blog. And I think the title of it was like, what is the hurry? And seriously, there's not a hurry. We're here to have fun and to enjoy this thing. But in the 3D world, we get caught up in that whirlwind, don't we?
Yeah.
And especially when we get into the workforce and we have to pay attention to the clock, and then we have to hurry to get there on time or be on time.
Yes. And then you want to leave on time.
Yeah. And Christina, I think I might have missed a comment from her. She said, we have blue, green, brown, and white egg layers. The ladies will retire comfortably here. There must have been a comment before that, because I'm not getting it.
I did see, Christine, I did see your post about the chicken yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Synchronicities. There are so many synchronicities right now. I knew I was going to go down into Phoenix after I left Sedona, so I reached out to my friend Sharon Rhea and said, can I come by and see you when I leave Sedona? And she goes, are you kidding me? I'm coming to Sedona. She'll be here today. and none of this was planned. I knew I was coming to Sedona at some point because I want to see our brick, but none of this was planned to meet up with Liz, to meet up with Sharon. It's just so cool. And so I'm picking her up on Friday and taking her back home because she's riding up with somebody. So I'll be with Sharon next week for a bit.
That's so neat.
Yeah. And Zila doesn't know who you are. So Zila, this is Stacy Small Lord, one of our P's. And so grateful to you, Stacy, when you come on and co-host the show with me.
I love being here. I went through a stage I was telling you where I just wanted to sleep in. So tired. I just want to sleep. And then all of a sudden this week, I'm back to my old self. I'm up at 6:30, 7 o'clock, ready to go.
Good. I'm so glad, because we all benefit from that with you being here.
Well, thank you. I like being here. I love it. I'm not good at reading the comments, though. I really can't see very good. I feel like
Yeah. Rosalind just came in.
Good morning.
And Linda says, my friend said in a joking manner, I'll put on my tombstone, I rushed my whole life to be here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Isn't that it? Instead of slowing down and enjoying the moments and making the memories and helping other people have memories of us because we spent time with them. Yeah, I love that. Kathleen says, I love Alabama's song. I believe there are angels among us.
Oh, yeah. I love Alabama. Their music. It's just so classic and great.
Auntie Jean clarified. She said, Christina is talking of eggs and chickens.
Oh, okay. And the long question is, which came first?
Oh, yeah. And so, I've seen some of those colored chicken eggs. I've seen speckled ones. Yeah, I don't know why some eggs are different colors. Never understood that.
Well, my friend was telling me because she knows a lot about chicken. So they crossbreed some. And then there's one that's specifically made to lay like Easter egg colors. And I don't know which one it is.
Seriously.
Greens and the blues and the yellows. They're so pretty.
Oh my
And
gosh.
they're so different when you crack them open. They're just it's a thicker shell than the grocery store, and the yolk is just like sunshine coming out of there.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen some of those organic eggs, and wow, they are different and they taste different. I've been going through this thing with my stomach where eggs tend to upset it sometimes, or I get heartburn. So I've been staying away from them as much as I was eating them, but I do enjoy eggs.
My doctor told me to eliminate eggs from my diet.
Really?
To get upset as well. So just let my stomach heal. And every time I went back, can I have eggs yet? Can I have eggs yet? And they would
No.
give a little more time. I'm like, I really miss eggs. I don't know what to do. And now she said, I can have eggs now. Guess what? I don't want eggs now. I think it's like a mental.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want eggs, but
you probably will get back into it if you enjoy them. I like them no matter how you cook them. They just don't like me so much.
I love deviled eggs. I have a sign in my kitchen here that says, oh my gosh, I forget. I'll remember it later. Something about something chickens lay deviled eggs. I don't know.
Christina's leaving us. She says, everyone have a good day. Hoping for a little luck today for some living beings getting some much needed help. Happy day and love to all. Christina, I'm so glad you were with us today.
Me too. Good to see ya.
Yeah, Sela's never heard of Alabama. They're a country group. I love their music. Just love every song they write. It's so profound and fun. They have fun when they play.
I'd love to see them. I think they're still a group. I think they're still together.
I think they are. Yeah, they've been together forever. Christina says, P.S. Those Easter eggers are a great rugged breed from South America.
Okay, cool.
We're getting educated on chickens today.
Rowdy Rooster helped us with that.
That's right. And Zila says, I just got 4 chickens and your roosters, their babies made a chicken hook for them. I can't wait to get fresh eggs.
Now I'm getting hungry.
I know, right? Oksana says, I buy happy chicken eggs only, pasture raised, organic, etc. I want all chickens to have a good life.
That's the brand I buy as well.
Yeah. Ooh, Zila likes Billie Holiday, one of my favorite singers. I love her music.
What song? Remind me of a song. I'm sure.
Billie Holiday, she sings the blues. I can't think of a name of one of her songs, but it's just this real soulful bluesy sound that
I love that.
Sometimes I just put that on just to listen, and I used to do it when I was cleaning. Sundays were my cleaning day when I had my apartment, and I'd put the Billie Holiday on and I wouldn't even think about what I was doing. Before I knew it, my house was clean.
Yep. I always say, Alexa, play some music, and Alexa played classical. I'm like, this is not going to work for me to clean my house with classical music. I have nothing against classical music, but
right.
Do it.
Yeah. So Zila said one of the songs is The Very Thought of You. Yeah, that's one of my favorites too.
I'm going to look that up for sure. I've got to clean today. We're getting company for Easter. How is everybody? Is there plans for Easter?
Well, I was invited to go with Sharon and her daughter for Easter, so I'm considering that. And see.
That sounds fun.
Yeah. I used to go to a sunrise service on the beach when I lived in Fort Lauderdale.
I remember that service.
Yeah, well, it was all different people would hold them all up and down the beach. So you had to get there early and fight for a parking spot.
Typical Fort Lauderdale.
I know, right? Kathy Caputo said she used to see Alabama in concert every year when they came to Long Island's Westbury Music Fair. Oh, that would be cool.
I saw him at the chili cook-off once down in, was it down in Davie, was it, or somewhere down there?
Oh, yeah.
Remember those chili cook-offs? I saw,
I do remember.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were so much fun.
Oh, Oksana, her favorite is Nina Simone. Oh, now you're talking my language. I love Nina Simone. She was one of the reasons I fell in love with American culture when I came to the US. Yeah, her voice is like silk. I just could listen to her all day long, too.
You're gonna have to text me that name. I'm gonna listen to it while I clean today.
Yeah, do that. You'll love Nina Simone. She is very powerful with her voice. And what else? Leo says, I love country. Last weekend, I was at a country music festival I go to every year here in Fort Lauderdale. The best fun I had all year. I thought I was the best fun you had all year.
Oh, Leo's in trouble.
Leo, you're in trouble now, boy.
Yeah, I'm a country girl. So country music. I like all genres.
Yeah.
I used to get made fun of because I listened to country when I was a kid. So good old Dolly Parton.
That's all we had. I grew up near Loretta Lynn. Her home was about half an hour from where I grew up.
I love it.
So, yeah, everything was country where I was.
And bluegrass. I love bluegrass too.
Yeah. And Auntie Jean says, Zila, your home must be amazing. It sounds like you could live off your land. And I love Billie Holiday too. Yeah, we got some Billie Holiday fans in the house. Julie likes soft rock. I like pretty much all music.
Yeah.
There's some that I can take for a minute and then that's it. But but that's okay. That's so wonderful that we have choices, right? We can pick and choose whatever resonates with us.
Whatever mood. It depends on the day for me.
Yeah. Deirdre says, Payne Brown's got a new one. We are all God's children. It's so beautiful. I've heard that.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah.
I watched them
all right.
the other day. They were cool.
So look at how the time has flown.
Oh my goodness.
I know. Stacy, every time you're on, it's like we just get started talking and we haven't even checked in with you yet to see how things are going in your world. What's happening?
Things are going for sure. My mom's cancer is shrinking. They just got back. Yes. So
I'm so happy.
So that's exciting. She's happy, of course, and we're all happy. My uncle, not so great, but we'll just love him as much as we can while we have him, and just send him love and energy. And my mother-in-law is actually feeling well enough to drive up, so she's going to come up for Easter.
Oh, how awesome!
Yeah, we're excited about that. So everything is going as planned. How about you?
I guess no news is good news because I haven't heard. Yeah, they've been kind of silent right now. I talked to my baby brother on my way to somewhere when I was driving, and he hasn't heard anything either, and he lives right there. So we're just assuming that everything at the moment is status quo and nobody's creating any chaos. So, yeah, we just keep lifting them up in prayer, hoping for the best for everyone.
That's all we can do.
Yeah. So Catherine says, my cat Benny put his paw on the phone, sending everyone unconditional love. Well, thank you, Benny. And I heard from Blue last night. I know she's not on with us this morning, but she was having some knee pain. So let's lift up our Blue today and hope that pain has eased up for her. I sense some energy healing, but I'll send some more. She's so amazing at helping any of us that are hurting. Yeah. She puts us in her Reiki grid and sends Reiki every day to all of us that need it. So let's remember her.
Yes, I'll send.
Yeah. All right. So any other prayer requests, go ahead and put those in. I'm going to pull up the ones that we read every Wednesday. And if there's any additions or anybody that you need us to pay more attention to or that's doing well, then we'll celebrate that.
Mhm.
We have Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, and I hope to see Navriti again while she's here in the country. Jasmine and her daughters, Abha, Billy and Tim, Sheila and Kevin, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo and her family, especially her grandson, Eris, Deirdre and her daughter, Danya, and Thump the cat, Deirdre's sister, Steph, and her husband, Bob, Gina, Adriel, Joni, Suzanne Millard and her family, especially her daughters, Jillian and Jackie, and her granddaughter, Jessa, her sister, Karina, Marietta and Ed, and good girl, Pearl. I love that we had that miracle with Pearl earlier where she was rescued. I don't know, did you hear about that, Stacy? Yeah, that was quite miraculous that happened.
Mhm.
Claude and Raquel, Leo Harley and his family, DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Jebby, Jim, Ryan, Rick and Josie, Tona Jaraba, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio, Jean and Ron Lorio and their family, Christina and Carrie Leftwich and their family, Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs and her mom and the fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony, Kathy and Bob, and all their children, all the animals that are there at Kathy's house, Michael, Patty, Sonia, Bo and Candy, Paul and Marlene, Joe, Pat Moss, her daughter and grandchildren, Olivia and Tom, and her sister, Susan, Becky LaFave, and her son, Travis. And I haven't heard anything about how Travis is doing, but we've been praying for him for a few months now, so I hope he's doing well and recovering well.
Absolutely. While you're taking a sip, I just saw Kathleen said, baby Wyatt came home yesterday after 1 year in the hospital.
My heart just did a leap. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, God, for that beautiful news. Kathleen, thank you for sharing that with us to lift us up. And Blue is here, so that lifts me up as well. And Blue, we're all sending love and healing for your need this morning. And Kathleen says, yes, Blue Jean is a wonderful healer. We're praying for her. Yes, we are. All right, we have Charlie and his family, his brother Raymond and his wife Kathy, Erica Hoppy and her family, Hope Wellington Marshall and Zena with wonderful news yesterday as well, and Hope's parents Winston and Cynthia, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven, and Grayson, Regina and Adam, Rick in ICU. I don't know, I can't remember who put Rick in the prayer circle, but if you have any update on Rick, please let us know. He was in the ICU with COVID. And Betty, who had a stroke, same thing. If you have an update, please let us know. Cassandra and Destiny, Luz Orsini and her family, Christine Lewis, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah Langren, Oksana and her mom, Amber, Jenna, Katia, Maximus, and Max's teacher, Herb, Darlene, Caitlin and Aunt Gail, Isabel and Paul and their daughters, Beata, Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord, and your children and your grandchildren, your mom with wonderful news, your Uncle Richard, Mary Lord, Buster, Wayne, Blue Jean and Dave Walensky, the fur babies, and Dolly the horse. We haven't heard a Dolly update in a bit, so we'd all love that. We're going to go see Dolly when we go to Vermont. Pam and Gordy, Lindsay, Kat, Steve, Candy, and Pastor Bruce, Jay and Lee, the Deerfield Valley, where we're going to descend on that in October, Brookie and your family, Norma, who passed from lung cancer, praying for her family, the Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel and Derek, Lily Ann in Norway, Kathleen Caputo, praying for healing for you, Colleen Straw, Catherine, baby Wyatt, what amazing, wonderful news. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Baby Haven, Alba, Dottie and Dawn, Tom Brown, Christina Schaff, Grace Isis and her family, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer and her family. And I had a beautiful visit with Karen recently. Vicki King, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Tammy Fisk and her daughter, and her sister Tracy, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle and her mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson and her family, Jeannie and her sister Merle, Deb Goldberg and her family, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles and their sons, Laura Hill, Joanne Rice, Julia Osborne, Sharon Rhea and her family, Sherry Gatewood, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Terry Wilderman, Mary Crincoli, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Monsi, Kamal, Maddie, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Tam Dyke, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Susie Koff and Richard, Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Marianne Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Lenny, Rick Ulfick, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney, Bob Simon and Sherry Otis, Sharon Boyle and Zoe, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brookie's Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and her grandchildren, Carrie's mom, Maggie's mom, Freddie, Bradley Capone, Andy, Amanda Summer, Robert Dosa, Marie Jankovic, Miles and Sarah, Debbie Carol Hawks, who needs a kidney, Carl, Brutus the dog, Augie the dog, Chris Blake, and Dante. So if there's any to add to that list, just please let us know that.
Yeah, Kathleen Caputo wants to add Charlotte Abrams.
Okay, I will put that on the list after the show. And Rick says, Tona Juraba is good right now. Thank you so very much for your prayers. Thank you. Appreciate the updates. And other updates. Zila had to go. She's getting ready to go to work. Thank you, Zila, for being here with us. And somebody asked for Blue to post a picture of Dolly. Yeah, we need an update on her. And Kathleen says, Augie is home and doing well. I know Augie went through surgery, so I'm so glad for that update. Oh, and so Jean's going to post one, but it will be an old one, a picture. Okay. All right, so let's just go into our hearts for a minute. I know we went a little over time, but thank you all for being here. Wednesdays, yeah, I read the list and it's gotten quite long, so hopefully I can update it if you all give me the updates on people, and we will see who can come off of it and who can go on to it. Thank you for that. All right. So take a breath in, center yourself, feel that beautiful energy of love coming to you. Kuan Yin says, love is what heals. And all of that healing starts from the inside. So as we breathe in love, let's pour it over every person that was on their list, every animal, every place that we pray for. And breathe out anything that's unlike love. Just let go today of whatever you don't need so that you can bring in what you do need, what's going to lift your vibration. And stay in that energy. Don't rush it. Just allow it to be there. Allow yourself to slow down and enjoy this thing called life. Now take another breath in. And let's connect in with Mama Gaia, giving some beautiful energy to her, energy of love, so that she can spread that throughout the world to every human, every animal, all of nature. And then one more breath in. And this time, we're going to share that love. We do this every day. It's called the heart telephone. So Stacy, would you lead us in this part?
Sure. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you. I love you. I love you all so much. Thank you for being here. Stacy, thank you for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, I love when you're on with me. We all do. We love our little bit of Stacy.
Love y'all too. In the middle of meditation, Luna bit my toe. So if anybody jumped, I was not expecting a little nibble on my toe.
Luna. Wow. Okay. Well, Marietta says EIWP. So maybe she was trying to get your attention.
Maybe.
All right. How about some Leo to take us out of here?
Yes.
There he is.
Good morning, Earthlings. It's time to get up and get ready because today's the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on. Come on, let's play, it's a beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. One on a peaceful peace, on a mission for harmony. You and me, mama, be on the lead, wherever we may be. We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one phone call away. Calling on the guys, the angels, and the masters. Take a deep breath, we're going into a new dimension. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod, the daily mantras. Thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod, the daily mantras. Thank you, I love you, namaste.
Thank you, Zita. I love you too. Thank you all for the love. Thank you for your prayers.
Full of joy, full of light, full
Yeah, I
of
think you're
love.
going to hear that rooster every morning on the morning
The
show.
coffee's always hot and the trust is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we all part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod, the daily
Thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all.
Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy, with all the bees and the pod, the daily mantras. Thank you, I love you, namaste, y'all. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa full of. Give me a cuppa full of joy. Give me a cuppa Hello.
Play, y'all.
Play out. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yo. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day at 8. Just start the day on the high five, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the P's and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Yo. Cuppa Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me Cuppa 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 Joy. Give me Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me Cuppa 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 Joy. Woo!
Was right. Thank you, Leo, for that beautiful song. Isabel lost sound, and she says, I feel like I'm in the old times, silent movies, just watching the pictures. Well, I used to know sign language. I could sign it for you. Oh, thank you all for being here. What a beautiful morning together. I love you so much. It's going to be a busy day today. We have book club today with Michelle Landers. That's at 1:00 Eastern. If anybody wants to jump in, even if you're not reading her book, come in and just listen to her beautiful wisdom and the magic and the miracles and be with us. And then this morning at 10:00 Eastern, there is meditation excavation. I forgot what I was doing.
Okay,
But I'll be on with Ruth at 10:00 Eastern. So join us then. I love you all so much. Have a wonderful day. Stacy, I love you, my sister.
Love you.
Thank you for being here. And have a blessed day.
I'm gonna go make some eggs now.
Go make some eggs. Yes. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later.
Namaste, y'all.
Namaste, y'all.